Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are creating two custom Patreon spreads. Our first spread is going to be a monthly bills calendar, and this is for Keidra. So I have all of Keidra's bills ready to go, and we are going to make this fun and pretty because I like making spreads fun and pretty. So I pulled out Functionally Chic Purple Blooms. I think that this is a really beautiful sticker book, and these florals are just stunning. So I wanted to just kick off the spread using these. Unfortunately, the sticker book is no longer available, but I do hope that we will see some of these florals resurface because they're so pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down, even though it's going to cover up a tiny bit of Sunday, but I'm guessing that I'm going to end up doing some sort of date or day of the week cover anyway, so I'm not really worried about that. And then we're just going to go in really decoratively around the border because that's to me, the best way of getting decorative elements into your monthly while not sacrificing, on functionality. It helps when you don't rip it though. And then we'll just put this one right over here. The monthly pages that I'm using here are happy plans and notes pages. So the back of this is a nice lined list that Keidra can also use for anything else that comes up throughout the month. So I do really like these as a monthly. It just doesn't have the divider in it. And then let's trim this. Did a little bit of a better job that time. And try to cut this down nice and straight. And then we have one more. I think we'll go this way, just up a little bit, and then trim off the excess. Okay, before we resume with decorating, I want to get the bills in place. So I have these Proud Sticker Designs Bill Due stickers, and then all of these little circle icons that go in this space, and that's what we're going to be using today for Keidra's bills. At actually, we need to date this first. I was just realizing, I think the coffee just kicked in, but I realized that we can't do this until it's dated. I do know that the 1st is a Saturday, and there's actually 2 bills due on the 1st. So what I'm going to do is a little bit of an overlap there. Even though they're both due on the 1st, I wanted to use some larger number stickers, and I feel like I wouldn't be able to if I stacked these fully, but I'm wait, just stacking it here doesn't make any difference in space, so we may end up moving that. I have Mojo Jojo Plans Pastel Date It, and we're gonna go ahead with the numbers, which I did check to make sure I had before I started this video. I don't know where they went. Maybe it was a different set that I was looking at. Yes, it was this set. All right, so let's first check on this one. Yeah, it isn't gonna work there. So I'm gonna put this one back here, and then I could probably just shift this over a little bit to the right. I think that that's fine. All right, that's a good solution. So now I'm just gonna go in and continue adding in the dates. I know that I have no 7 and 8, but I have already come up with a solution to that, so don't you worry. I think that for undated planners, a sticker book like this where you can add in pretty colors for dating the planner is a really great way to just make it look nicer and kind of have that little decorative touch. So we're going to skip 7 and 8 for now. We'll go to that later. And then 9, 10. And the tweezers just make it so much easier, especially if you like bend up the page a little bit. 15. I always get nervous when I'm dating something that I'm going to do it wrong, but like I know that the 1st is a Saturday. I'm going in order. I know that the 15th is a Saturday. So I think that we're okay. And this works best, the size of stickers that I'm using, when you really only have like one thing to write down. But there are smaller stickers for dates available as well if these feel too big for you. But I feel like they help take up some of the space, especially if you're really just using this as a bill calendar and don't necessarily need to write in any to-dos. Okay, I'm going to skip the 23rd and 24th for a second because this is one of these months that because we lose so much of this from February, we have to come up with another solution, which I have. And 28, 29. Okay. I haven't done this in a while. So sometimes when I do this, it takes me a little bit of practice to get it. But there's a trick, it's probably been years since I've done this, that we're going to use white sticker paper. I need to get these scissors cleaned off. And we're going to create a box. You can also use like an actual box sticker for this that's like for a monthly. But because I'm not using other boxes in this, I don't want to do that. Okay, this is pretty good. And then we're going to use that as like a template to create another one. It's a little bit crooked. All right, I actually need 4 of these. So using a box sticker would also be a good way to create a little template for yourself instead of going with one that's a little crooked like mine might be. And then we need 1 more. This is a pretty old trick, but if you haven't seen it yet, I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can. So you need 2 boxes for each of your box dates. And what we're going to do is peel this up. So we have a sticker here. I'm going to put it down, but I'm going to put half of it down and then fold that bottom corner. Then we're going to do the same thing, just being careful to not get this to stick. Actually, it'll be easier to do this way. So I'm taking the other one, I took the sticky off. And now I'm lining this up with the sticker we already have down and pressing this down. Now we have a little flap with one date and then the other. So we're going to do it again. I feel like the last time I did this, I really struggled with it. So I'm kind of impressed that I didn't struggle as much this time. So again, put half of it down, fold the bottom corner like a triangle. This needs to be cut a little bit better. It would be easier to do with just straight up monthly box stickers. But again, we're not using other boxes in this, so I wanted it to be more consistent. And then put this down. And there we go. Look at that. Okay. So now we have the 23rd here, the 24th here, and then we'll have the 30th here, and 31st should be somewhere in the sticker book. I feel like there were 31 somewhere. Because I know all these colors need a 31. So there's an orange, there's a, do we not have one in purple? I feel like we have to. No? Okay, we'll make one. So the first thing I needed was 7 and 8, right? So let's grab my knife and we're gonna go here and get 7. Oh wait, we don't even need this. Well, I'll need it in a second, but we're gonna do the 7. And then the 8. Now I need 31. Please be somewhere here. I don't even see a 3. There's a 1, so we're fine on 1. Oh, that was like the one thing I didn't look at. Let me just make sure again that I'm not missing it somewhere. It's like a word search. No. What do I do? Okay. I'm gonna look again a little bit more slowly. So on this sticker book, we have the 31s back here, or not in that sticker book, on that set of stickers. There's some 31s here. Ah, purple 31. Sorry if I scared you. I got excited. I was like, I know it has to be here somewhere. 31. Okay, woo, we did it. All right, let's go back to our bills that are due. So Monday. The first, there are 2 bills that Keidra has, and one is for Patreon. So I've got a cute little Patreon sticker here, and the other one is for YouTube TV. I don't have a full page of them, but in the key, like in the guide of everything that's available, there is one. So that works out perfectly because I have that here. Then once Keidra gets this, she can write in the amounts and she can check off once it has been paid. Next up, we have a credit card due on the 2nd. And we're going to take the credit card sticker. And Proud Sticker Designs has so many different little icons that you can do here. So they're really perfect. The next bill is a loan, and I don't know that I have an icon for a loan, but I did pull, oh wait, it's funny because this is what I pulled out. It's like little money because I felt like that was a good representation of a loan, and now I see that that's actually what its intent was. So the loan sticker is going to be for the 3rd. Put this right here. Then we have another credit card that's on the 4th. And then the 6th is Apple Storage. I don't have a sticker for it. I don't know if there is one, but what I did find was Apple TV. Now, I know that that's not the same as Apple Storage, so I thought that what I would do here is just cover up the TV part. And then it's Apple. After the 6th, we have the 10th, and that is for Kindle. So I have a book sticker here that we're going to use. And then the 15th, these are all over the place. The 15th is a loan. So we'll use this one. The 20th is a tithe, which there is a sticker for. And I'm using from the like key for the ones that I don't have because I don't belong to a church. I'm Jewish. That's one that Nicole Proud Sticker Designs wouldn't have sent me, so it makes sense. Then the 24th, we have two more, 24th and 27th. So let me just pull these off right while I have it. 24th, see. Now, for this spread, I didn't actually need to do this because Keidra doesn't have multiple bills that are due on these dates that it would have impacted it, but I do think like overall, it's a really good way to kind of organize things. So the 24th is a car loan. So I chose to use the car icon instead of the loan icon just because I feel like it's a different kind of loan than the loan that is due. Oh no, that's not a loan, that's a credit card. Where'd the credit card one go? There we go. I feel like because it's a specific loan, using the car icon made more sense. So let me just double check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got them all in. That was a success. And look how pretty this looks. I pulled out Budget Basics by Keidra Plan because I thought that it would be nice to have a quote in this. And then we also have more space over here because the month doesn't start until Saturday. So I'm going to cover these up. And we're going to add in a wider quote. Every cent you own and every moment you spend is always an investment. And it's just like a nice little way to have quotes in a budget planner to kind of inspire and motivate. Now I want to go back to Pastel Date It because I wanted to use these stickers, although I feel like we probably want to cover up some of these days of the week a little bit because you might see them through. I'm just going light with it. If these were clear stickers, I'd be going a lot, like I'd be more careful about the cover up, but we just kind of need a little bit here so you don't see as much through. I don't think you'll be able to see anything through. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then I like using this pen for covering up something like this instead of my correction tape because even though it takes a little bit longer, it's a cleaner cover up when the sticker that is going over it might not cover the correction tape completely. So that's why if you're ever wondering why, you know, sometimes I use correction tape and sometimes I use a white pen, it really depends on what's being covered up and what is going in place of it. Okay, so I just found an error on this sticker where the Y from Thursday is blue instead of purple. So we're going to fix it in a second. I don't know that I ever noticed that in the actual sticker book or when I did a flip through or anything. So to fix it, let's pull out my knife. And future Elise may regret this because I'm now going to lose a Y from another sticker. But today, Elise thinks that this is the best choice, especially when it's a spread for someone else. If it was just for me, I probably would have left it, but we're gonna fix it for Keidra. Okay, that looks pretty. I love the purple. Every time I use purple stickers, I'm like, oh, why don't I use these more? I want to jump back to the decorative stickers, and I wanted to add in a notes sticker because I feel like when it comes to budgeting and like a bill pay calendar, there's always just some of those little extra things that come up that like we want to be mindful of. Never think of it like ahead of time in a month, but I feel like they always end up coming up. So I want to give a little bit of space for that. And then I pulled out Keidra Plan's dots and checklists because the sticker book has so many like versions of purple that will look good here. So I think this is the right one. Oops, I pulled off two. That wasn't intentional. And I'm just gonna do them in every other space. That. And one more. Perfect. And there we go. We have Keidra's bill calendar. I think it's really pretty. And again, Proud Sticker Designs, you'll be able to save using code Elise20 on your order. Next up, we are going to be creating a monthly currently and favorites page for Xandrea. So I do have obviously an old sticker or an old planner spread here, and it is July, but I have so many of these older currently pages that I'm trying to go through them instead of like always using up the undated ones. So this is an example of where I'm being a lot more slow and intentional of the covering up, because the sticker that's going above this is clear. So I may need to put it on sticker paper if I don't think it's going to cover up enough, but we're going to see. So I'm just going really light with this. I'm barely pressing the pen down and I'm just letting the ink flow over the black. And then we'll do the same thing down here, even though this may get covered up with something else anyway. But just to kind of give me a clean slate. One of these days, I'll just go through and like sit on my couch and just cover up all these while I'm watching a TV show. But today's not that day. So I have Currently Basics here by Hell of a Plan. This is one of the newest Hell of a Plan sticker books. I'm trying to figure out when you'll see this video versus when this sticker book released, but it's still a newer sticker book. So I want to use the March, but I don't want the word currently yet. So I'm just going to cut this off and just slice it so that I have only the word March. Now we have these three washi rolls. This is from the Planny Thing January washi subscription. I think it's the washi subscription. And that was the requested like products to use today. So I do think that even with this down, it might be a little bit like, you might still see a little bit more than I want to. So I still have this little scrap from Keidra's spread. So I think that we're gonna put this down. Sometimes I hesitate to do this because I feel like the color of the paper I use here is different than the color of the planner page. But it is a good way to get a bolder cover up, like a more thorough cover up. We're just gonna go there and then I'll trim off that top part. So I think that I want to go in with the pink here. And I need my washi card. And then get this, try to be about even to the other one. All right, that's good. Now we need to punch out that little area and then trim off the top. Okay, next up, so the sticker book from the Planny Thing January subscription is Tea, Books, and Florals, and that was the request for Xandrea here. So she liked these colors of washi, so I'm looking at these colors of washi as like compared to this and trying to find things that'll match nicely. So immediately I see this teacup, which has the pink and the green, and I think it's really pretty. So I'd like to use this over here. When there's a line underneath, that's not something that usually I cover up or something that bothers me, but it is something that you could cover up if you wanted to. And then I'm going to use this stripe washi. And we're going to go, whoops, we're not going to do that. What I'm trying to do is have this go right here. I think we're going to end it there, but I have it going over the teacup now because we're going to cut perfectly around the teacup like that. And then just use my tweezer to pull this up. And look how cute that looks. I really like it. The only thing I'm wondering is if I should continue it here, but I feel like this is already at the end. But why not do it? Because we have this piece of washi. It's either going to be this or it's going to go in the trash. My only fear is that there's not going to be enough of the piece here to like stick onto the page. Let's use my knife for this. Okay. I think that's good. Oh my gosh. Ah, whatever happened? Okay. Oh, that looks so pretty. All right, now let's cover up this take note as well. I should have done that earlier. And we're going to use a currently word. So I have currently basics. What's really nice is that these, the colors in this work really well. Like this is a pretty unique green, but it works really nicely in this space. So this green is a little bit small, the green currently, because I know it was all supposed to be there. So I want to see if we can maybe pair it with something. But I don't want it to be right on top of the teacup. I know that I always put the currently word right there, but like, do I need to? Is there any reason I can't just put it here? But the next thing that I'm trying to figure out is what I'm going to fill this space with, because I don't want to like just keep adding more and more washi. Although this is like a combination because it has the pink and the green, but I don't love it there. So before I do that, let me look for something that's maybe like a little bit more decorative. This stack is really pretty. Wonder if I do like both of these stack stickers. I feel like I'm covering up too much space though. So I don't know that I want to use both of them right here, but I need to figure this out. Putting it in the middle is nice because it's something different, but it's also now getting me stuck. So I think we're going to shift it back over. I'd like to do something different, but I don't know that in that moment I was able to. So let's put this down right here and then use my punch again. Okay, that's pretty. All right, pausing down here, going back up to the top. I have Alpha Basics Volume 3 because I believe that this will have the same green as this. This one's a little bit more teal. This green is a little bit better. Yeah, we're gonna use these. So I want to cover up priorities. I'm going to try to do a pretty clean cover up and also cover up important. And let's see. I think that this is the green we're going to use. So I'm going to take the A. What I love about this sticker book is that the stickers are small enough to go in one of these sections and to be able to like create your own words. It just takes a little bit of patience. So I wanted to do goals. This will have to go up. Goals. Okay, I like that. Now, the next word is going to be much longer and I feel like it's going to take a lot of time. So I'm going to put it on my ruler first and stop the camera and then we'll be back. Xandrea's birthday is on March 22nd and I really wanted to do celebrating here. Oops. I lost some letters, but I knew that it was going to take me a little bit longer and I also wanted to make sure that I had the space, but like this just shows you how great this sticker book is because even a longer word like celebrating, I had the room for, and I think that was awesome. I also pulled out Posh Party because I liked it's my birthday month. Yes, I get the whole month. I think that's funny. And I wanted to put it right here to still, I could put it right in the middle, but I wanted to give her a little bit of space to write down what she's doing for her birthday. So we have March 22nd. How am I going to remember that? Because March 22nd is my cousin's son's birthday. It's also my cousin's wedding anniversary. It's also my other cousin's son's bar mitzvah. And it's one of my best friend from childhood's birthday. So there's a lot going on March 22nd. And now we have Xandrea's birthday to add to the list. All right, so the one challenge I think I'm going to face, and I knew I would face it, is that the colors of these greens and pinks are a little bit different than normal greens and pinks. So I had a feeling that I might run into a little bit of a challenge finding the box colors, but I think that we'll be okay. So we're going to pull out a couple of different things for currently here. And just because this is traditionally a sidebar sticker does not mean that we can't use it in another way and turn it. So let's put that there. I also pulled out Planything boxes and plain boxes because we have another style of pink, but really just like that one sticker. So I won't be able to reuse it, but we also have this pink, a few different shades of pink here that we could work with. So I think that like this might be kind of cool there. We can put this one maybe overlapping here a little bit. And then let's start to add in words and then I'll decide what's next, like with this open space. Maybe we do end up putting some washi in. So I'm still going to use Currently Basics because we've got these really good stickers and also some of these greens. I think we're going to go for black though, because I feel like it'll stand out more. So I definitely want to do a reading sticker. This like right here. Some of them I'll put on top, some of them I'll put on the bottom. Let's take Feeling. I'm actually going to trim this sticker a little bit because these are like boxes and we don't need that extra space. Actually, Feeling, I feel like Feeling gets a nice big spot. All right. Planning. It's always a good one in our planners. I just ripped that, but I didn't rip any of the word itself. So I'm going to be a little bit more careful. Let's put planning right over, come on, right over here. I don't mind that it's going over. And then let's take Grateful For. We also have celebrating up here, but I didn't end up needing it because we made it ourselves. We're going to put grateful for right over here. And we need one more. Loving. I saw it. There it is. Loving. It's going to go right here. Okay. I like that. Shift this aside. And what's next? Let's go back to tea, books, and florals. None of the florals in this sticker book, I don't think, are really going to match the color scheme that we're doing. Like, I'd love to just add in a pretty little floral right there, like we have with the purple. But I don't know that this is going to have it. We could put it, no, we already have 2 teacups. I don't know that I need more than 2 teacups. I like this, but it's another book stack. And I think it's going to be too busy here. You know what? I have an idea. I'm going to get some of the stickiness off with my fingers because I don't want to rip what I'm pulling up. But I think if I put this down and then we use my knife and we really just like cut through here. It's a little harder to cut these stickers. They're pretty thick. So you've got to give it a nice strong like amount of pressure. It's a little odd because that should have probably gone over more. So let's see if I can fix it. I'm going to press down here. I'm having trouble getting the pressure that I need. I'm probably slicing through the page a little bit. I'm not worried about slicing through the page because the back of this doesn't matter since I'm mailing it out. It's not like this is her planner that she sent me. Okay, that's better, right? Just like sometimes a little bit of an extra touch helps. All right, now we still have this other washi that I was thinking of using. So we're gonna go ahead and pop it into some of these like emptier spots. So I'm gonna put it down all the way where I want it. We're gonna trim it here, trim it there, and then use my knife to trim around that. Okay, I clipped the page a tiny bit. I think it's okay. All right, I think that we are finished with this side. I don't want to add in any other washi because we already have 3 different styles of washi going on, and I feel like it's going to get busy. The only thing that I normally do on these pages that I didn't do here is like replace these. I just don't know that I'm going to have the colors to be able to do it. However, I'm all of a sudden realizing that I think that this has numbers. There are numbers. Okay. See, just as I say I'm not going to do something, it pops into my head. I can. With the amount of product that I have, it can be hard to remember what's in everything. But I was like, something tells me this has numbers. Okay, I think that that kind of finished it really nicely. Now for the second side of the page. So I have Tea, Books, and Florals open again. And I have these book stickers, which are mostly match. The only thing that doesn't match is that it has this like purplish in it. But I think that for the sake of like having something pretty and decorative here, I want to use these. The only thing is I'm pretty sure that they're not going to go across the page. So I need to see how far across it goes. It's going to be like that if I put these here and here. So I'm thinking, I hope this works now that I've put those down, that we put another like teacup in the middle or a stack in the middle. Like this stack will match really nicely, like this. It's not perfect. I think it's still really pretty and it conveys the look I was going for. I want to just shift this over a little bit more. And the reason that I'm doing this over at the top instead of the bottom is because I didn't want these two pages next to each other to be like super matchy up at the top, because I feel like sometimes that takes away from it. So we're going to trim this. And then the other thing too is that I don't have larger stickers like this to be able to list out, like to write out or sticker out the word favorites like I would normally do. So I knew that I was going to be using different stickers, but what I wanted to do was give enough space so that I didn't have different stickers next to each other. So I have Alpha Basics Volume 1, which is no longer available, but we're going to use it because I have it. So Montthly. I want to use the word monthly. So Mont is going to be in the middle. So we're going to take this and put it here. And then trying to get a good grip on this. TH L. Oh my gosh. If you feel like it's torture watching me do this on camera, trying to do it perfectly while sitting here with a video, THL is probably worse. It's that these stickers are really thin, so it looks like they're just written in your planner, and it's not always easy. So I'm going to do this word while I'm sitting here, and then I'll get up and pause the video, because I feel like we're also at a long video. When I do 2 of these Patreon spreads in one video, you get a nice long video from me. Monthly. Okay, that looks really cute. Then what I'm going to do, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to pause the camera. But I'm going to go back to Alpha Basics Volume 3 to that green. And we are going to list out favorites, but I'm going to put it with washi. So let me do that, and then we'll be back. All right, I really like this because I feel like it's nice and delicate, and I think it's pretty. And then I'm going to take this, and I think we're going to just go across like that. I was thinking I was going to go on either side of the word favorites, but I feel like monthly is feeling kind of empty. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go back to this way. I love that washi is like so easy to work with and like pull up. I actually had a video planned in February that didn't end up happening because of some other commitments. Oh my gosh. What did I just do? That was crazy, Elise. I had some other commitments. Oh no, we're ripping. As I'm saying that washi's so easy to work with. Okay, we're gonna fix that. I have this glue dot pen. I can't believe I just did that. I don't know if this actually works. I may need to like get it to, it's not coming out. I think it's dried up maybe. I have a second one, but I feel like this one's probably dried up if the first one's dried up. I have a sticky note on the side that I'm trying to, oh, it's sticky. It's getting there. Okay. It just needed to work with it a little bit. The glue pen is nice because you can be so precise. There's a little bit of extra that kind of poured off, so I'm just gonna wipe that and then we're good. All right, so back to washi. Let's do this better this time. I had a video planned for February of different tips and tricks when using washi tape. Other things came up. I think I'm going to go back to the middle here, by the way. Other things came up and I didn't get a chance to get that video shared, but it is a video that I would like to do in March. So stay tuned for that. And this one's going to go right here. And we need to do this. And we need to punch here. Okay. It's a little bit of a different look, but I think it's pretty. Now I want to go back to our boxes and shapes and all of that, because that's what we're going to do here. So I think that the first step is pulling out everything that's going to match what I did on the left-hand side. So I think that's it. We do have some circles there, but we also have these greens, which are nice because they're a really good green. They match this a little bit better than this bottom part. But again, because these are unique colors, I'm working with, like, I'm using what I can. So I think I need a little bit of wax paper. Wax paper is such an old trick for something to put your stickers on as you're trying to go through sticker books. I just haven't used it in so long because I feel like the more that I work with decorative planning, the less I need to use it. But for something like this where I want to see what I have before I put everything down, it's really helpful. Okay, I think that's probably it from this book. Let's jump back to Tea Books and Florals here for a second. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, where did that green come from? Because I have this, this, and this. Okay, I think this is good. So what's really fun is that because I put this sticker horizontally down here, we're going to do something a little bit different over here and put it this way. And then I want to go back with that other teacup that I wanted to use. And we're going to put this like right here, just kind of sitting over that washi. I don't want to put it at the bottom because I feel like that's too next to each other. So I want to do something a little bit different there. And then we're just going to kind of play around with these other shapes. So we've got those. And then let's do something like this. And let's get maybe these here. I talk about this all the time, but whenever I'm using circles with boxes, I always, well, actually really just circles, I always feel like I'm going to end up creating a Mickey head, which isn't always a bad thing, but it's not really my intent here. I feel like there's a lot of pink happening right there. I don't actually, like, that was what makes me feel like Mickey, but I don't actually know that I need the extra box. I'm going to hold on to it in case I need it. So we used all those. Now let's create some favorite words. So I'm going to write down some of these for Xandrea, probably all of them. Memory, book, movie, meal, achievement, let's do planner, purchase, favorite purchase of the month. And we need another. Memory, book, meal, movie. Can we do TV show? And then I'm trying to decide if I want to use this other one. I feel like we could use it right here. And then do something book themed like that sticker down here. So we need one more word. While I think of the other word, let's pull out that other sticker I wanted to use. Is that stack, right? Do I not have it? Oh, what? No, I didn't use it there. I wonder if I used it when I initially flipped through the sticker book. I must have. Or it's there. No, it's not there. Am I missing it? No, I don't think I'm missing it, but I think we can probably use something. Maybe we use that again. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do as favorite? I just popped into my head. This is actually really pretty and this matches nicely. We're gonna do this one. Yeah, I like that. We're gonna do snack. I am someone who goes through snacks, like periods of different snacks that I like to eat. Some are healthier, some are not as healthy, but I think that snack would be fun. All right, final step here. We are going to come back to this pink grid washi and just fill in a couple of the gaps. I'm not going to go super overboard with this, but it's just a way to bring the washi in from the other side of the page into this one as well. This time I am going to cut the washi properly. I don't know why I did it that way. I just have to pull up the right pieces. That's the trick here. That was so crazy that I did that. All right, so obviously we need this to come up and we need this to come up. All right. Let's add in one more set right over here. So it's going to be easier if I just do this like one piece at a time. This time we'll use the knife. And over here we'll use the knife. And then right here. All right, putting the cap back on the knife because we are finished with it and I do not want to slice my hand and then just cut or pull this piece off. Okay, we did it. I think this is really pretty. It's real, the colors are really unique and I just think that it's different and I like a different look like that. The one thing I am going to do though is replace this A sticker. I don't like the rip, even the fix. I feel like it just looks a little bit messy and I don't want that for someone's spread. So I'm just going to replace it with another A sticker. I did pick up another copy of the sticker book. This copy was sent to me to promote, but I bought a copy on release day because I love these sticker books. So there are our spreads. We have Xandrea's March monthly and favorites, and we have Keidra's March budget calendar, both very different. But I had so much fun making these. Everything that I used will be linked in the description. The only thing I don't know if it's available, I'll have to check, is the Planning Thing subscription. Because it was January and we're now in March, I don't know that this is something you'll be able to buy if you're interested in it, but I will double check the website. So thank you so much for watching. If you are not subscribed to my channel, click that subscribe button. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.